When it comes to problem solving, you can use approach such as PDCA cycle, plan, do, check and act cycle, or you could use the Six Sigma where we have the DMAC approach, which is define, measure, analyze, improve and control. In addition to that, another common technique which is used in problem solving is 8D approach. Now let's first understand when we say 8D, D here stands for disciplines or steps. So in 8D, we have 8 disciplines or 8 steps which we take, and by doing that we can solve the problem in a more structured way using the team approach. This particular approach was basically developed in manufacturing environment, and this was mainly initiated by Ford Motors. So it is used quite commonly in automobile industry, and now it is used in many other industries. So here are the first 4 disciplines D1 to D4 on this slide, and the balanced disciplines or balanced steps we will be covering on the next slide. Let's start with the first D, which is D1, establish a team. So when you have an issue which basically might spread across multiple areas, multiple disciplines, so what you might want to do in that case is form a cross-functional team which has people with a different knowledge set, different authorities and skills, so that you can solve this problem collectively. Coming to the D2 or the second step, in this we describe the problem. We want to clearly understand what the problem is, and here we might want to look at the data and we might want to understand when this happened, what has happened, where this happened and what is the extent of occurrence. And here if you remember, we can use is not analysis also as a part of D2 or describing the problem. Once we have a clear definition of the problem, then we move to D3, which is implement containment actions. Now remember that root cause analysis might take certain time. We might take certain time to update our systems and processes to take a long-term corrective action. But before that, we need to take some immediate action. Let's say if there is an issue which client has raised, you need to solve that problem immediately. You need to respond to the client. Some actions you need to take immediately. So these are short-term actions or immediate actions. Now once you have taken that, now you have a little bit of time to do the root cause analysis, and that's what is step number D4. Here you identify root cause. For root cause analysis, you can use tools such as 5 whys, where you ask why 5 number of times, or you could use fishbone diagram. In addition to that, you could also use is not analysis here to have a better understanding where you should be focusing on when it comes to the root cause. So once you have done this analysis and you have found out the root cause, then you move to the next step, which is D5, which you can see here. So as a part of D5, you develop a permanent corrective action. Now based on the root cause, you want to identify some solution which will help in addressing the verified root cause. So once you have identified the root cause, some actions need to be taken. There are various options here, various solutions possible. So you might need to identify and select a right solution to solve the problem permanently. Now once you have found that, the next step obviously will be to implement that. So you implement that corrective action and then you validate that by implementing that corrective action, whether the problem really goes away or not. That is validation part. This is D6. Now coming to the D7 or the 7th step, where you prevent recurrence. So that way you modify the systems and procedures, you do the training and you put some controls to make sure that this particular problem does not come again in future. Once you have done that, you have achieved your objective in problem solving. So D8 or the last step here will be recognize the team, acknowledge the team contribution and formally close the problem solving effort. So this is 8D or 8 steps in problem solving.